Just me seeing the results from me grinding really hard, like it makes me feel good, because when you put your mind to something and you're really passionate about it, then you will see like the benefits from it.
Everything about Megan Thee Stallion is lavish, from the way she flows over beats to the cognac that she loves so much. She doesn't do anything unless it's of high quality. I mean, just look at the Rolls Royce that she's been spotted in. Check out the ice around her neck. Even take a look at her dog.
Ooh, Fred, folk popping out tonight? Yeah.
All the way up to her nails, which just look like money. No, for real, they have currency painted on them. But it's all just a part of being a hot girl. Every once in a while, someone comes along and sparks a movement that shakes up the world. It takes a special individual to capture the collective feeling of a social time period and inspire millions of people to follow the cause. If you look back in time, there have been many of them, from Obama to Nelson Mandela, and they lead people. But in 2019, many have found themselves a new leader. The goal of the movement is to have a hot girl summer, and their fearless leader is none other than Megan Thee Stallion. And I know I'm kind of joking about how much I'm playing that up, but when you think about it, it is genuinely impressive how Megan sparks something in basically every girl online to start living their best lives. And she's clearly hitting a nerve with some men out there who are attempting to have themselves a city boys summer. The term has made its way into the marketing for brands like Forever 21 and Wendy's, so Megan finally decided that it was time to apply for a trademark of the term hot girl summer. And if she wins that, it will be added onto her estimated net worth of $2.7 million. So in this video, we're gonna take a look at how Meg got to where she's at, what she earns, and what she spends her money on, here for you on The Rich Life. What's going on, good people in the comment section? My name is Jeremy, the Hecht. I hope you're having one heck of a day, and today I'll be your host, taking you through the rich life of Megan Thee Stallion. Now, if you're new here, get familiar, come on. I'm the LA host for this channel. I've covered Megans before they were famous, as well as Rico Nasty and DaBaby, and we've recently covered other artists on The Rich Life, like Wiz Khalifa, who else did we do recently? NBA Youngboy and more. Check those out later, but before I begin, I have a trivia question for you. What does Megan think her most slept on song is? All right, without any more talking, let's get into the show. Megan Pete was born in Houston, Texas on February 15, 1995. Megan's mom, Holly, actually used to be a rapper herself, going by the name Hollywood, which is actually a really clever rap name. Holly even had some local radio stations playing her music in the 80s, and she would take Megan to the studio with her when she was just a child. Megan would pretend she was preoccupied with her coloring books, but she was secretly soaking up her mother's bars with her ear to the door. She even used to steal her mom's beat CDs and write her own verses when she was just 7 years old. I also just want to take the time out to say rest in peace to Megan's mom. Holly passed away just recently, and I want to send my condolences to Megan and the family. I know how close the two were and how hard it must be to be having all of this success, but also missing someone you love the most. So yeah, if you're watching this, Megan, I hope that you're healing in whatever way you need. One of the most pivotal moments in a young Megan's life was when she stood up to her bullies. At the time, she wasn't as confident in herself as she is now, but after the push from her mother, she cursed out her bullies, and from there, she knew her worth. But even with her newfound confidence, she wasn't ready to share her rapping talents with the world. And it wasn't until she was 18 at a party that she rapped a verse in public for the first time. Then she rapped for her mom, who told her that she was talented, but she should wait until she's 21 to drop her music because of her sexual lyrics. And whether her mom was divinely guided or just knew about marketing, we may never know. But Megan, being a woman of her word, waited it out, and at 21 she dropped her music to perfect timing. She appeared in local cyphers and really caught the ear of Houston scene with her verse over Drake's 4 p.m. in Calabasas, finally signing with record label 1501. And she did it all while attending college. Shortly afterwards, she was flown up by 300 Records and became the first female to sign to the label, and since then she has been killing it with every freestyle, with every cypher, every song, and most recently, blazing her XXL Freshman freestyle. Megan is one of the top rappers in the game, there is no doubt about that. Now let's get into the part of the video where we talk about how much Megan makes from rap. Online, her net worth was listed at around $500,000 just a couple months ago, but I have a feeling that the estimate was fairly low. Her feature price and her booking price have both gone up substantially since her ascent this summer, and whatever project she drops next will definitely sell well with big numbers. On networthleaks.com, her net worth is pegged at $2.7 million, which seems more likely, and that number is up from $350,000 just a year ago, so her star is quickly rising. Plus, she's rumored to be on another version of the Old Town Road remix to the remix to the remix with Lil Nas X and Dolly Parton, which will definitely bring in some streaming money. I'm honestly looking forward to that if it drops, and I stand by my statement that you can never have too many Old Town Road remixes. Get that man his records and all of the awards, he deserves it all. Most recently, at the time of this video, Megan has applied to officially trademark the term hot girl summer. She replied to a fan asking if she was going to trademark the term, stating, "Yes ma'am, it's been in the process." Hot Girl Meg was one of her alter egos, and it grew into a massive movement that had every girl on Twitter claiming they were having themselves a hot girl summer. I mean, even Wendy's and Forever 21 use the term for advertising their products, so I think that Meg definitely deserves that bag, and I also have a feeling it'll bring her in a lot more money. Cardi B's request for a trademark of ochre didn't go through recently, so I'm hoping Megan's is a little bit smoother than that. Also, hoping my ochre wasn't too cringeworthy or that.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
In a report from Hot New Hip Hop, she filed the trademark on July 10th, so we'll probably know pretty soon. If approved, Megan will receive royalties on any product that uses the term Hot Girl Summer, from t-shirts to hoodies and everything else in between. This could bring her in a serious bag, as even brands like Maybelline have used the term to market their products. And for all of you out there who are still lost as to what being a hot girl is, Megan said it's being unapologetically you, having fun, being confident, living your truth, being the life of the party, etc. She also stated that it's about supporting your friends and basically living your life the way that you want to. So don't confuse that with what some people are making it out to be online, which is basically just to take advantage of men, okay? It's not that. I am a hot boy too, and this is just about living your best life, all right?
Confident, very carefree, somebody who spreads the good word of the stallion. Somebody who is just a positive person and, you know, tries to like put that other positivity into other people's lives.
All right, now let's get to how Megan is spending her earnings. First of all, I'm sure she has some student loans to pay back, so maybe she's already paid that off or still working on it. Just remember that I have a bunch of those that I need to pay off myself. So Megan, if you want to help me out with that, I'm cool with that. Megan was sitting in box seats recently at the Dallas Mavericks game, and it looks like she was having a lot of fun. But she definitely wasn't having as much fun as this guy. Megan is of course the cognac queen, so she's always got to be strapped with a bottle of that. And bottles can go anywhere from $100 to $500 online, but I feel like she is only drinking from whatever bottle is the finest one. And if you're around Megan, like she says, you're getting on the boat and joining the ride, just as Diplo or Wale.
This is the first time ever in history that somebody is just willingly getting on the boat with me.
I'm ready.
I didn't even have to ask.
I'm a boat captain.
Whoa.
Let's go.
You're first mate.
I'm obviously
Slow down.
But if you're familiar with the movement, then you know that real hot girls don't have to buy all of their own stuff. Rapper Moneybagg Yo, who has been spotted a few times with Megan, bought her a dog, and it's absolutely adorable.
You say you bought her the dog too. That's it. Yeah, for it. You bought her that dog?
She told you that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't, but see how we got it out of you?
And while he didn't confirm the price, he did say that it was very expensive, so I'm guessing at least 5 racks, if not more. He's a real hot dog.
Ooh, Fred, folk popping out tonight? Yeah. Folk, what song you performing today? Real hot dog shit.
That still makes me laugh every time I hear her say the hot dog line. Anyways, Megan's label also bought her a massive Stolly chain from Iceman Nick, not to mention the watch on top of that, which is straight icy, and I see how Nick got his nickname. Now, I looked onto Nick's website and watches range from prices of 50 to 150 grand, so Megan's wrist is definitely worth that, if not more, and the site lists chains starting at 20,000, but with how big hers is, I'm guessing it's like 150. But this is all her label paying her back for her loyalty, and she was repping 1501 chains even when she got on. As for transportation, well, when you're a star, you don't have to walk.
Brick is the best.
But when she's behind the wheel, she has been spotted driving a Rolls Royce Dawn, which run for close to $350,000. I absolutely love everything that Megan stands for. Being confident in yourself, loving who you are, and inspiring others to do the same. Plus, there is no denying that she has bars. And I'm still waiting for that Drake feature to hit, because I've been hearing rumors it still exists. But go listen to her song Cognac Queen, because she said in a 2018 XXL interview that she feels like a lot of people are still sleeping on it. And there you have the answer to the question from the beginning of the video. That's what she feels like her most slept on song is. And while I said at the beginning of the video that her life looks expensive and lavish, she is also doing a lot to give back through scholarship funds, and even has the goal of opening up assisted living facilities in her hometown one day and employing all of her peers from school. Meg, I salute you, and I'm a hot boy for life. But as for this video, that's all I got for you. Follow me on Instagram at Jeremy_Hecht. Let me know who you want me to cover next. We can talk there or in the comments down below. Hope you have one heck of a day. Dream good, live better, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, if no one's told you today, I love you. Peace.